Hello everybody, today's video we're going to see how to handle advanced options on a HAR test. So we have three different options that we can use in order to get different data out of a HAR script test. We can find these HAR options at the options tab. So we go down here and look for the HAR section. Here we go. Here you have the HAR options and we have these three options. Okay, so the very first option we have is to mark each step as each request, as a step. The standard behavior in a HAR script is to display the steps as steps and requests as requests as usual. This option will work for you if you want to have each request marked as a step. We will leave these options by default so we can see the standard behavior of a HAR script being executed in Appvance. So this is the default configuration. Okay, so let's just click on play. I already have here an scenario loaded. I have here HAR script as well, which is going into Appvance.com webpage. We click on play and wait for the results. So this HAR script that I have loaded already, it is going to Appvance.com, and it will retrieve all of the requests out of the home page. So we should see only one step and all of the requests from the web page. Okay, so we already have the results right here, and there you go. As you see, we have only one single step, and this request is getting all of the data out of the Appvance.com webpage. All of these are requests of that webpage. So if we go back to the scenario builder and we mark the first option of HAR test, we save this and click on play, we should have all of these requests marked as a step on our next execution. Now let's see how it goes. Okay, so we already have the results right here, and you see here we have the steps. There is the difference. So as you can see, all the data that it was marked as a request on a previous test case execution now is being marked as a step in this execution, since we have that option enabled. So every single request is being marked as a step. That's different. Every step has its timing, and the requests have the size of the request. Okay, so back here to options. Let's see which is the following option. Right here we have validate response code against original HAR response code. So basically what this does is just to validate the response codes from our test execution against the original HAR script response codes. If we mark this option, the response codes we get from the test case execution will be compared against the original HAR script response codes. As you may see right here, if we go to test case execution, click on the test case execution result, let me expand it just a little bit, we can see here the response code of every single request. See, we have a 200 response code. If we have a failure, we should have a 404 or 401 depending on the server response we have. You can check here as well the response codes. If you have the option enabled, it would be compared against remember, it will be compared the original script HAR script response codes against our test case response codes. The last option we have allow you to set how strict your test has to be, and it's very self-explanatory. If this option is enabled, the connection resets will mark the whole test case as a failure. The use of these options could depend on what kind of test you're executing. As an example, if you're trying to test a website, you may want to have all of these options unmarked, and just to have the standard HAR test behavior, the normal behavior that we saw at the very beginning. If you're trying to test, as an example, maybe a web service, you may want to have all of these options enabled, or maybe just a couple of these, just like this. So basically these are the three options that we have for in Appvance to get different data out of a HAR test script. And that's it, everything for now. Thank you very much for watching.